Hello, and welcome back. So this is your day 4, or my day 4 of the Dr. Joe Dispenza Advanced Retreat training here in Cancun, which is where I still am currently in the hotel. And if you've seen the previous videos, you know what this is all about. If not, please do skip to the previous videos because they explain what these 8 videos are all about. It's my personal journey in this experience. It is not the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm not trying to teach anyone his work. I'm simply sharing my experiences because so many people have asked, and also trying to inspire those who have been thinking about it, have been toying with the idea of going to one. Yes, do it. I know I've said it in the previous videos, but I will just keep repeating it in case you have doubts, in case you were thinking about it. This is the best thing you could do for yourself, especially if you're working into elevating yourself, into working into the spiritual world and trying to connect with the source, connect with the energy centers, and just take it to the next notch. I've read all of his books. I was doing the practices at home. It has nothing to do with the experience of when you arrive and do it with him. So with that being said, let's get straight into day 4. As I mentioned, I'm reading directly from my notes. So if my handwriting is wobbly and I can't read it, or if there's something I shouldn't be reading because I'm using inappropriate language, I might bleep it. I might just say it and figure out later if I have to erase the sound or something. And yeah, I'm just going to go for it. Very raw, unedited material here. Day 4, moving meditation, walking meditation, tuning into new potentials, the 3rd of February, 2022. What the fuck just happened? I thought a walking meditation would be cool, but all I can say is, what the fuck just happened? 6:45 a.m., walked up to the beach, opened my feet hip width apart, and grounded into the sand. I hit play on my phone and closed my eyes. We went into the void straight away and started connecting and waking up centers 1, 4, 6, and 8. Then we opened our eyes and I started to walk with intention and a heart full of love. I was in a state. I then walked past Dr. Joe and my audio said to stop, close my eyes, and feel. And fucking A, did I feel? The whole body was shaking, the heart was open, and my chest was lifted. The chin was up towards the sky and the head tilting back. My body was contorting on itself, back-bending with constant feeling of falling backwards and catching myself just in time. I did eventually fall back. I trusted, and it was so beautiful. There was an explosion of light and love in my body that just knocked it backwards. Alex, one of the volunteers, was behind me and caught me, so I did not hit the floor. Yes! It was so full of love, loving life and gratitude. It felt so, so good. I didn't open my eyes when I was caught. I held his hand briefly, and then I stayed with my eyes closed to be able to stay in the energy field. It felt so good. Even though I almost knocked myself backwards, I still didn't want to open my eyes and resettle into the 3D real world. I wanted more. I am more in love with myself than I have ever been after this meditation. During this meditation, I also felt like I was talking to the sun at some points. It's weird to describe this feeling of connection with the light, whether it's the sun or it's something else. It was just extremely, extremely touching. But what just happened was the whole body. I could not control it when it was shaking, moving the chest up, back bending, contorting. I thought I'd break my spine, and yet here I am to tell the story. So that was our morning meditation. I apologize for the swearing, but I don't know how to describe it otherwise. Then I have notes, lots of notes, kaleidoscope meditation. Okay, here we go. Meditation number 2 of the day, the kaleidoscope meditation. Open awareness to nothing. Focus on the pineal gland. Fall in love with the energy. Tune into the energy of the mystical, and then go into a trance. Receive. There's no thinking. If head nod is a good sign. Don't sleep, stay. Hang in there. Dr. Joe will then read an image, and you need to remember it and experience it and feel it. Tune into the energy of the mystical. Tune into the sixth center and receive. And then we do the inhale, exhale, strong breath, and hold, feeling the change in the carbon dioxide and oxygen. So here we go. We started sitting with our eyes closed, tuning into the void. Tune in, and then had us open the eyes to look at the kaleidoscope videos. This one was hard to put into words. Lots of energy moving up. Neck really hurt in the end as the head was constantly tilting back like that. Once we laid down, the whole body tingled with energy. Can't remember all that happened. I just remember energy moving up and expanding in this direction. It felt so good. So just like in that drawing. The pink is my energy, obviously. Trying to relax into that big energy was challenging, but it was beautiful. When I was looking at the kaleidoscope images, my eyes started to divide the video into 2, into 3, and then it felt like I could see 3 realities instead of 1. It was getting really trippy and weird, but in a good way. And that's it. And then we have the meditation number 3 of the day. So again, the third one is always the most exhausting one. This time we were invited to imagine that we are the kaleidoscope. The heart and brain send out those patterns. So each meditation practice keeps improving. At times I'll get stuck or frustrated, but then I get back on track and know those setbacks are part of the process. So trying to be forgiving and patient with myself. Another challenge I find is the noise some people make. Today, the lady who was sat next to me was sipping on water 4 or 5 times in each meditation, which I found extremely annoying. And other times you might just hear somebody screaming and shouting. You get a lot of that. So when she was drinking from the bottle, it means that you would hear the crackling of the bottle and the opening of the lid, whilst in complete silence and trying to focus. I tried not to judge or to be annoyed in my head, but it was really tough. Tuning into the kaleidoscopes is fun, and I found that shape split up into 2, 3, or 4 parts, as if I was seeing a multitude of levels, a multitude of realities. At one point I got scared as I had a super vivid déjà vu in the void. I've already been there before. It's not the first time I've been there. It was like reliving an experience. How is it going to end for the other me in the other section? The rest of the meditation continued with aligning the centers 1, 4, 6, and 8. My sacrum hurt again tonight, so I'm going to... Sorry, I fell asleep and I can't read this last word. I think I was writing, so I'm going to mention it to a meditator and ask advice. But I fell asleep and that never happened. So yeah, kaleidoscopes on day 4. That's pretty trippy. I've never done those before. Yeah, it was my first time doing kaleidoscope meditations, and it was pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be doing more of those. All right, you're ready for day 5. Keep going.